Press the right button. Yeah, I pressed the right button. Gotta make sure I'm streaming and not recording. Alright. And our journey continues. We slowly level up, because we've only leveled up once since starting the expansion. Alright, so still in Egypt. Yay! I was thinking about it. I don't think I'm a huge fan of this expansion only being available to only being available in legendary difficulty. See, you only get to experience it for a third of your character's playthrough. And it's a full price expansion. I think it's like $20. You can only play it for part of legendary difficulty. Just a weird choice, I think. But granted, I guess most people that would buy it are, I guess, the more hardcore Titan Quest fans. So like they have their legendary characters, so they aren't really losing out. But people that have played, because I noticed when I looked at my achievements that I've gotten since starting the expansion, I'm like part of 0.1% that have done some of the stuff in this expansion. Because it's only available to people that have reached legendary difficulty. A lot of people have probably played and beaten the game, but not twice to unlock legendary.
Yes? What about the tomb?
And had I not decided to stream the game, I would have had the expansion unlocked. I would have had to play through the game 2 more times to play this expansion. All right. Oh, they're attacking me from up there.
Your inventory is full.
Not often that you get attacked from higher elevations like that. That's interesting. Hey, Nicholas. Welcome to the stream, man. clear now around this before I enter it. So we do have to go inside. Alright, in we go. This is Titan Quest. Game released in 2006, inspired by Diablo 2. It's an action ARPG set in ancient China, Egypt, Greece. Even go to the far north at one point. Through Germany and Scandinavia if you have the Ragnarok expansion. You fight mythological creatures like the Hydra, Manticore, Typhon the Titan. Skeletons. So this is the side quest. Is there something else? Ooh, this way. That's probably the way forward. It's pretty good. It's still getting expansions. What, 15 years later. They just released a new expansion that I'm currently playing through. Earlier, I guess last month. December. I really like Immortal Throne, which isn't really an expansion anymore since it kind of comes with the Anniversary Edition by default. But yeah, I think Ragnarok is a really solid expansion. Atlantis, not a fan. Still playing through this one, so I'm gonna withhold my opinion until we're done. But it seems like there's a ton of content introduced with this one. But again, it is locked behind Legendary difficulty, which I don't think I agree with entirely. Archer's doing a ton of damage. I can barely out-heal their damage. They're doing a ton of damage to me.
Hungry.
Oh. Hey, don't use my name for botting, jerk. Not my full name, just the first part. But still. Not very. I'm kind of mostly blitzing through it without much issue, and my build is not optimized at all, so not too bad. You have to unlock Legendary to play to access it. You have to beat the previous difficulty, which is Epic, and then to unlock Epic, you have to beat Normal. So it's not available by default. Oh, we gotta run. Oh gosh. Go. Yeah, I don't think the game is nearly as difficult as, like, Diablo 2. Which even with a little bit of knowledge, not a whole lot, just a little bit. Diablo 2 isn't that hard either, so. Oh, say that right before I die. Late mob density helps with that a lot too. The mobs in this game don't get very big, so you're just fighting a handful of enemies at a time.
Toughen up.
I don't know if it's just me or not, but like, either they're not doing as much damage or that 10% vitality resist I got last stream is really coming through for me. Hey man, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yes, Pillars is on the to-do list. It's probably going to happen after Wrath of the Righteous, depending on the release date for Baldur's Gate 3. It's up there, just not above Baldur's Gate. I want to finish the saga once 3 comes out. Run. I've already played through 1 and 2 and thrown a ball. I hadn't seen the Dragon Spear on the channel. I like to complete the series that I start. And alongside that, we might even have a full year of Divinity games because I'm going to play through the entire Divinity franchise.
You can't hold anymore.
That'll be a fun little project. I'm like hardly life-stealing from these guys. The difficulty is ramped up just a smidge. I gotta be careful. That a typo? Do you mean different? If so, then yes, I play a little bit of everything. Try not to play competitive games anymore because I don't really have the time for it, but I still play some Hunt Showdown. Every now and then. Probably the best competitive shooter I've ever played. Got some quirks to it, but solid game. Alright. Guys out, I'm looking around the corner. And get to work. wow, someone really slowed me down. I didn't see what it was, but something was like slowing down my attacks drastically. That's terrible. Yeah, I play a little bit of everything. I prefer, my favorite genre is CRPGs and TRPGs. So like, Baldur's Gate, Pathfinder, Divinity Original Sin.
You can't hold anymore. Your inventory is full.
But yeah, if you take a look at the channel, I played a little bit of everything. I have first-person shooters like the Metro franchise. I've got action ARPGs like this, Kingdoms of Amalur. I've played a couple strategy games. Some more like story-driven stuff like, what's it called? Arise, A Simple Story. I can go down here if I need to yet. Room over here, let's go check that out first.
Beer. Go, go, go.
Let's take a chill pill, come back out here. There we go. Nothing to it. Have to use the corners to your advantage. It is, well, I guess inspired by Diablo 2, another action ARPG. Another action RPG. ARP, yeah. A little redundant. And it just takes you through like various mythologies in the ancient world.
You can't carry anymore.
Your standard fantasy trope, you're the hero, you need to go stop the big bad guy who's overthrowing the gods.
You can't hold anymore.
Become the Titan Slayer.
You have no more room.
And at one point you even take on a few gods and various mythologies, and I guess become a god slayer. Everyone still calls you the Titan Slayer, but you've killed gods at this point. It's a loot-based game. You have various classes. So you combine two different classes. You pick one in the beginning, and then once you reach level 7, you select a second class to combine together. So I have Warfare and Rune Mastery here. There's various ones. So Warfare is a more offensive-focused one. Rune Mastery is an intelligence-based class that incorporates like various elemental damages and survivability and dual wielding. You have like Defensive Mastery, you have Spirit, Dream. You do like a summoning build if you want. You have Nature Mastery, more like range classes. Stuff like that. But it's kind of like BringItDon, because some of the same developers worked on BringItDon that worked on this. It's a very similar two-class combination concept. So you have a lot of variety in builds because you combine two classes. So there are more flashy builds than what I'm currently playing. I'm playing a very simple melee build
anymore.
Where I run up, just start smacking enemies and build up stacks. You see this little aura around my legs? As I attack, that gets bigger. It gives me bigger bonuses as I attack. So my build is based around damage and attack speed. Very little survivability. You'll see these other special attacks. So when I attack, say I did a little twirl there, I did like a double-handed slam. It goes by really fast because I attack fast. but I proc all these other little abilities. So like you'll see, I do a twirl move that stuns all enemies around me. I'll do a double-handed downward strike. Even dual wield, it's only a percent chance to be used. To swing both weapons, I only have a 22% chance. Hue, I think, is the one. Yeah, that's the double-handed overswing. Gives me plus 50% physical damage on that strike. Crosscut gives bleeding damage. Attacks 2 targets in front of me. Tumult. Is this stun? Yeah, Tumult is the one where I do like the spin attack. It stuns enemies around me. Oh, ability I just used there, the Warhorn, that stuns enemies around me as well. Then I have my other abilities. I'll show them off here. Well, maybe not here. Don't want to waste them. They have long cooldowns. I can summon like Ancestor Spirits and drop a battle standard that buffs me. I just save it for boss fights because it has a very long cooldown. Bots are really out tonight. Get out of here. Warfare or the Berserker class specifically? So the Conqueror is my favorite full class. I'm a simple guy. I like simple things. Give me a class that can dish out hits and take hits, and I'm happy. Alright, so yeah, here, I'll go and drop these. Oh, enough mana. There's my Ancestor Spirits. Then these little standard here is putting out this like yellow aura. Gives me some very significant buffs and makes most boss fights completely true. The only downside of this class is it doesn't have, I mean, I have a lot of movement speed, but I don't have a lot of ways to engage enemies. Some enemies will kite you. If I run up to this guy, he might run away. No. A lot of archers run away when you try to get close to him. So I don't see it as often with this expansion. I have not yet. It's on my to-do list. Whenever this game decides to stop putting out expansions, I'll visit some other ARPGs that I want to play. BringItDon might be a proper Let's Play though. I like to, at least for the first playthrough, I'll probably do an actual Let's Play. And then subsequent ones will be streams. That's how I probably handle Diablo as well. I'll do a Let's Play of like the base difficulty and then work my way up through them. Through the streams. I never really did give this game a proper Let's Play because I skipped all like the story stuff. So I might come back and actually do a proper Let's Play with this at some point. Gotta decide on a class. Probably do the defensive mastery mixed with something. Maybe the new Alchemist class? Came out with this expansion. Alright, so there's a couple ways I can go. I don't know which way. We'll go this way first. First thing we can do is find the exit, as in the backtrack a bit. Seems more and more likely we're gonna have to do some backtracking, because this is taking me way off course from where I want to be. Out of that battle marker that I picked up. It is the best shrine for my build. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. I got stuck in between the tombs and killed by the poison. Actually, I have heard about that, yes. I am oh. Kept up with the game a little bit. Nothing story related, of course, because I don't like spoilers in that regard, but... Point of the secret passage. Guess we can grab that. Alright. Gonna go back and grab my experience. Since I got cheated by the game. Well, I was hoping I wasn't stuck, so I didn't think to press K. Actually, I might be getting that mixed up. K does what in this game? Nothing for me now. I guess only if I'm stuck. Another game. What game was I playing where if you press K, it gets rid of your UI? Oh, Rome Total War. That's what it is. did a project for my ancient Greek Civ class, and I used the Alexander expansion for Rome Total War to do the project. Talking on the accuracies and inaccuracies of the campaign and like what wasn't shown. And I did a recreational battle of the Battle of Guagamela with the historical battle that's in game, which isn't very accurate. Can I get back over here? Oh, I can. So the old rocks can't stop me. I am getting a little off track here. Not the end of the world, mind you, but... Alright, let's go back. I want to go grab my experience before I die. Again. It's sneaky, because it looks like you can't walk over this, but you can. And then there's a secret passage back there. Aptly titled Secret Passage as well. So there's no confusion.
Your inventory is full. You can't hold any more.
Yeah, I know.
Your inventory is full.
That's right, it was the poison. I was looking for the enemies that killed me. That's right, a trap killed me. Darn poison clouds. More enemies down that way. It's probably the exit. Looks like an exit.
You can't hold any more. You can't carry any more. Your inventory is full. You have no more room. You have no more room. You can't hold any more.
It's a huge place. I assume this would just be like a side dungeon, but it's turning this a whole side adventure. Wondering if there's big stairs I could have walked up were the side passage instead. They felt main questy.
Need more energy. Your inventory is full. You have no more room.
What if we should go back and turn this quest in? There's another quest further down that I'm currently missing because I didn't go back and turn in this other quest. So let's do that first. As far as it's going, I mean, there has to be something else, right? The massive dungeon. We still have like 2 or 3 different directions to explore. I haven't really paid any attention to it, honestly.
You killed the raiders.
You
You
can't
killed the
carry
raiders.
anymore.
I've been ignoring the story since I started like the base game, which is very unlike me. Again, I don't know why I made that decision. But it doesn't sit well with me. Alright, so what does this do? Better armor. I lose flash powder, which I don't use anyway. 4% chance of plus 100% shield block chance. Don't use his shields, that's useless. 30% chance of 299 vitality retaliation. Physical damage. Movement speed. Chance to dodge attacks. Oh, you know what? My damage goes up. There we go. I don't have to think about it. Damage goes up by quite a bit because it gives me a boost to my attack speed. I think I lose out on health though, don't I? Yeah, I lose out on 390 health and health regen. Which health regen, I haven't even noticed it go up anyway. It's actually currently going down. Why is it going down? Oh, minus 20% experience gained. I didn't even see that. That's why I'm leveling so slowly. I have to swap back to my other boots then, which are currently back in camp. That's aggravating. And I didn't catch that when I looked at the rest of it. Doesn't give me a huge of offensive capabilities anyway, or a lot. Did I say a huge of? That's not how you talk. Let's go back and fix this. Looked at everything else besides the minus 20% at the end. Do we have a... Don't. Go to a bigger city. I don't know... It's Pingyang as the caravan. Alright, well, take care, man. Thanks for stopping by if I don't see you again tonight. Alright, where is... There he is. Let's get my old boots on.
Another heroic traveler.
Not those. It should be under transfer area. I really don't need these blue ones. So let's do this. Well, I'm not gonna do it right now. I might. Where? Here we go. This is what I had. And you could go in there. Well, some of these are actually pretty good. Like this one's really good. I want to get rid of that. Like, I don't need a raptor. I mean, it is unique though. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna get rid of it. I hate getting rid of unique stuff. It's so neat. Alright, so now we're back to normal experience gain. Let's see about gaining some levels now that we're almost done with the act. Oh, you've been over here. all these trapped. What's like they always say, 4th time's the charm. I'm level 76. That's from zero grinding. I've just been playing through the game on all 3 difficulties. It's like a single clear of each region, though. There's been a couple regions I've had to go through a couple times, like looking for some secret passages and stuff like that.
You have no more room. You can't carry anymore. You can't hold anymore.
This was the secret passage, wasn't it? Where's that down? Here. I think this connects to the secret passage. Could be wrong, though. This might be a dead end. Is this whole way just a dead end? Doesn't feel right. We have this here. Is that secret passage back this way? Let's get back to the secret passage before we descend further. Because my inventory is full. Yeah, my stash. Inventory of my stash is full because I keep not getting rid of all the unique stuff that I find, even if I don't use it. Then I press A, I try to pick up, well,
You can't hold anymore.
some of the charms and stuff that I try to pick up. I can't because I don't have any space for it. Alright, before we descend into that, let's get back to this way, if I can find out how. Am I losing my mind? How do I get out of here? I see, I have to go all the way around. That's annoying. That's alright, we're like really fast. Yeah, like these I can't pick up.
Your
Oh,
inventory is full.
that's not the way I either. Did I miss something? I'm not that worried about it. You know what? Let's just go to the Burial Vaults. I really don't want to. I want to go to the secret passage. How do I get out of here? Game, let me out. Seems like the right way. It's not. I can't get out this way. That's all I see, unless it's in this room. Here it is. This one looked like it was closed off on the map. It used to be a thing I did in Diablo 2 was had my my mule characters. I think they fixed that with Resurrection a bit. I think they expanded the storage. Come on, click on it. Beep. Okay. I'm just a sucker for unique stuff. I hate and getting rid of it. This takes me to a whole nother location as well, but since it's a secret area, I'm assuming that it's going to be a dead end. Who knows? Guess we'll find out. Alright, for a secret passage, it's
Your
a little
inventory is
disappointing.
full.
I mean, thematically it looks really cool. But as far as actual use goes, not that exciting. Alright, now we have to run all the way back across the dungeon. Because there's no rebirth fountains in convenient locations. Even if there was, I probably wouldn't take it, because I don't want to fight through all the enemies a second time. Jeez, what's that? 4 bots tonight? Out of here.
You have no more room.
Nope, go. There you go. There we go. That's the fountain I was looking for. Which tells me that this dungeon probably isn't close to being done yet. It just keeps going down. Oh wait, I need to get back and turn in this quest. That's why I went back and ended up not doing that. Instead I was trying to find the caravan driver. No, I did do it. I got a helmet out of it. They have another quest for me though. Can't keep everything straight. I feel like there should be another quest down here.
You killed the raider. You killed the raiders.
Yeah, I guess not.
You can't carry anymore. You can't carry anymore.
Seriously, this dungeon is huge. Really up the scale for this. And if this is all just a side dungeon, I mean, it's crazy. I'm used to like the roadside tombs that you find in Greece, where you're in and out in like 30 seconds. There's a lot of bursts. Can't survive bursts. I need attrition. At least now it's spiders. I can handle spiders. I feel like we're gonna find a secret boss down here, like one of the new big bosses or something. We fought one of them already in a roadside tomb, a roadside cave. So I wonder if there's gonna be one down here as well. This is the exit. I'm not going to do that yet, of course. Guardian of the creature. That's the second one of these guys we fought with. Maybe the third one. Like similarly styled bosses.
You have no more room. You can't hold any more.
Attacking them. Alright, just hang out for a second, regen. There we go. Easy peasy. I mean, like, the sword spiders? Sword spiders could mess you up. Remember Was it Siege of Dragonspear? Yeah, Siege of Dragonspear, where my party, I confidently went in to fight a group of sword spiders. They just brutalized my party. They had taken them on in the first game, and then I couldn't. Yeah, that was a huge dungeon for not a lot. And there's a boss at the end, some experience. Didn't find a single purple in that entire dungeon. It's so cool to explore, I mean, hey, I'm all about it. I like going off the beaten path. It's not something I'm used to in this game. I think the biggest dungeon before that, at least side dungeon, was the like the salt mines in Ragnarok. What, the salt mines? I remember it being a pretty lengthy dungeon. It wasn't like hard or anything. Just for a side quest. It was just a pain to navigate. Some of those hallways are so narrow with like the occasional sporadic chamber. So where does this take me? Funerary Chapel. Great Osiris Temple.
What is it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's an interesting character. Shame they didn't bring those over to Baldur's Gate 2, but I guess the narrative is already there, so it'd be weird to introduce more characters like that. Because him and Corwin seemed to was a strong character, I think. Like class-wise, I'm not saying writing-wise, because I don't. Only played through the one time. I gotta play through again to dig into the nuance of it. But I didn't really like the companions in Siege of Dragonspear. Alright, there's a lot going on in this direction. Alright, so I think what I'll do is clear out over here. And we'll head back. Check out these other caves or dungeons that I found. This is a dead end. Alright. What is my quest objective? Alright, so that's where I need to go. Right? My next run will be at the very least neutral. I don't know about evil. It's really hard to play evil. Oh, there's that ladder back in that other dungeon. I'm gonna head back because there's a ladder we forgot to go down. I mentioned 2 or 3 paths, and I forgot about that one. One more thing we can do back in the dungeon back here. On the first floor. Because Baldur's Gate 1 doesn't really reward evil playthroughs. There's a ladder with a ghost down inside of it that we could descend on this first floor here, so it won't take us long to backtrack. Like the last room. Now Baldur's Gate 2, on the other hand, evil playthrough is super easy, so that's why I might go for like a Blackguard character. I have to start off evil. But Blackguards, despite having to start off evil, do not actually have a reputation requirement, unlike the Paladins, which they are a subclass or a kit of. You can play a good Blackguard if you want. You can do whatever you want. Making it one of, in my opinion, the coolest classes in the game. Here it is. So we can click on this. I remember hovering on it, like, I'm gonna finish exploring this tomb before I do that. And then the tomb just kept going, so I forgot to do it. Oh, it just takes us down here. Okay, neat. And back up. Or did I use this to get down here before? Yeah, no, maybe I did take that. Maybe that's the only way I can go. I don't remember. I don't remember. No. No, we've already finished this tomb. We're heading back up. I thought I forgot something in the tomb, but I did not. So we're heading back up, going to a different tomb. Looking for the source of the undead invasion. I spent about, like, what, an hour in this tomb? It felt endless. That's for sure. I wonder if these other tombs are gonna be the same. There's 3 more tombs to go through. I guess we'll start with the chapel. We also have this to read. Alright, the Army of the Dead. Commander Azebo. I fear the news are dire. News is dire? The entire desert seems to be crawling with undead. I've tried to track down their nests, but I cannot advance far enough. There's simply too many. I'm no arcanist, so I cannot say what has caused them to rise. But even I sense a sickening, overpowering unease in the desert, as though great powers are at work. It's not my position to advise you, Commander. Yet my duties as a Theban command, I do so. You must urge the Pharaoh and the Vizier, there we go, To not take this threat lightly. Our walls are high, but there's only so much one can do if the foes you're fighting are already dead. In peace, Scout Zuka.
Your inventory is full.
Pick it up just to see if like a quest triggers. Usually not the case, but... Never be too careful.
A mortal. Oh, by the gods, you must... A mortal.
Alright, we're down to 2 dungeons. I figured one of them was going to be like that. Alright, in we go. Stuck on terrain that I shouldn't be getting stuck on, I don't think. Give me your experience, guys. Now that I'm getting 20% more experience, or I guess what I should be getting. Let's see this guy. Where you at? It's gotta be like 60% of these chests are trapped. Well, maybe not 60. Maybe 50. Really probably wouldn't bother as much, but I do want the health potions. Got a little overconfident, should have ran back. Thought my health was low, but I thought that potion was gonna keep me alive. It did not. Yeah, they're starting to, I liked them at first, like, they're a nice change of pace, but then they just, like, every 2 chests is trapped. Still prefer it over the, like, the poison clouds. At least it gives me something to fight.
You have no more room.
But I could definitely dial it back a bit.
You can't hold anymore.
Like my war horn isn't on cooldown that often.
You can't carry anymore.
Oh, it's cold. Okay. I knew it was vitality, but I thought it was vitality and energy.
Your inventory is full.
My cold resist. It's actually one of my better ones. My fire's gone down. I swapped equipment. So bring on the cold damage. Leave the vitality crap at home. I don't want to deal with that. There's a time that I had really good resistances.
Anymore.
In fact, I do have a lot of really good resistances. If I was in normal, this would be 123%. This would be 30, you know. Because it's minus 100%.
You have
resistances
no more room.
in Legendary, which I didn't think they were going to do, because I think Epic is 50. And I thought they'd go up to like 75% for Legendary, but nope, it's straight up minus 100%. Yeah, you know, all those resistances you spent 2 difficulties trying to build up? Joke's on you, buddy. Unless you're playing defensive mastery, have a good time. Which, I mean, really, it's not a huge deal. I mean, you have enough damage to get through most situations by this point, so it's not like it's still. Minus 100% is still pretty goofy.
You can't hold anymore.
Like, you spend so long watching all your numbers go up and they just take them away. Just a blanket steal. That's why I think range builds in this game are just inherently better. Because you can kind of circumvent the whole resist thing. I mean, I can kind of do it, so I can kite around if I need to. As you can tell, like most fights, if I'm not fighting undead, I usually don't have trouble. I can usually out-heal the damage that I'm taking. So you can circumvent resistances. Enough lifesteal, enough health. Health potions, maybe. Alright, let's kill these enemies and we'll take a look at that. Oh yeah, I need to remember to do that. Alright, let's go see what Iris is all about. First off, what is it? Gives me distortion field. Alright, so plus 50% total damage, 61 energy leech per second, 38 to 52 elemental damage, 36% elemental resistance. That's pretty good. 38 dexterity, 28% attack speed, minus 20% energy cost. Alright, so damage goes up by quite a bit there. Is that 26, 46? Less there because of the base damage. 35, 79, 38, 79. So DPS goes up by swapping out these. What's the attack speed on this? Slow. That'd be too slow. I'd be getting rid of my average, but this gives me more attack speed. Well, less than Torment, but more than Scepter of Thanatos. So I want to focus on DPS or average damage. Yeah, I prefer blunt weapons in games. I've always favored like hammers and maces over swords and stuff. Swords get a little bit too much favor in games, I think. More fire resist here. The elemental. Well, because it gives me elemental resist across the board. Whoops, didn't mean to drop it. Back. Alright, so I don't want. I mean, it only goes up by like 300. This goes up by like 500. My attack speed goes up here to 170, which I'm not as worried about because I'm already hitting cap once I have full stacks. So I think this might be the way to go. Average damage goes up. I mean, DPS still goes up, just not as much. There's like a billion better ways to do that.
You have no more room.
That takes about a full slot, doesn't it? Maybe there's not a better way to do this. But there might be, let's see. Gotta be a way. Let's start with this. Let's grab that. And I don't need it. I'm not going to use it. Don't know why I'm so worried about keeping it. Then what we can do is move these over. There we go. Look at that. Oh gosh. I like a little rainbow following me around. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I mean, it's about time they start giving me upgrades. And I don't know if I want... I've had this for so long. Like, I've grown attached to it. But yeah, I think the average damage and DPS upgrade is more significant. Because this is 300 and... 300. So it's a more well-rounded upgrade versus this one. Which gives me... what, 89 more average damage, but like... a little less than 500 DPS, so yeah. I think this is the play. Plus the elemental resist is going to be fantastic. Feeling pretty confident right now. Kind of running around guns blazing.
You can't carry anymore.
Trying to. Actually, let me check one more thing. Okay, so I don't know what distortion field does. Let's see. It grants it. Is it a passive? Can't slot it. I have no idea.
Early in the reign of Amun.
You know what it does? Because I don't see it up here, so I can't. That doesn't show it on my thing. In fact, I think that's not even accurate, is it? It's so weird. So the description for the Rune of Life. So cast Rune of Life on yourself or allies to protect against dark magic and increase stamina. What? What it actually does is gives you plus 10% strength, plus 10% movement speed, 33% bleed resist, and 44% vitality damage resist. What? What sort of description is that? Not accurate at all. I mean, I guess in a vague sense it is, but it's not like, it doesn't help you understand what the buff does. Stamina's not even a stat in this game. Yeah, I figured it was a defensive, but I assumed it'd be like the heat shield that I had on a previous item that I could cast every once in a while to give me fire resist and fire retaliation. But if it's passive, hey, I'm all about it. I'm not gonna complain. I love my passives. A lot of people like the flashy active abilities. I like stacking passive abilities. That's another reason I've always been drawn to paladins, because you get like all those passive auras that buff you and your teammates. Just being there helps everybody. Which makes this item even more exciting because I don't have to worry about activating it and like introducing it to my my cycle. I'm on a shimmer? Okay. Oh, I saw it. I think. There's like a weird, like, hazy effect. Like exploded out for me. Now I have like a purple. Is it the purple? So I saw another effect. It was like a clear outline of my character kind of exploded out from him. Probably not a very good description. Oh, neat. Gonna dance, buddy?
You!
Oh.
Well, look with the wings.
Right, you wanna fight? Let's fight.
It's not over!
You can't hold anymore.
Razor, this is not the end!
You can't hold anymore.
Alright, how big is the sigil? They might be bigger than I can currently hold. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Well, I do like damage absorption. As long as it's not, you know, my character it's absorbing the damage. I'm all about it. Alright, so let's run back up. We have another dungeon to go through. I assume we just go back and talk to the guy in the village, right? Either way, it's been a good episode for upgrades. I'm excited about it. I'd technically downgraded one piece of equipment so that I could get regular experience gain again. But that's okay, because it's still technically an upgrade because it gives me +3 to tumult with no +4 to tumult. Yeah, better than I thought. And some extra fire resist, which is also great. Now, fire resist is doing pretty good. Not that I've ever really had trouble with fire damage anyway, but it's the darn piercing, poison, and vitality that gets me. This like sparkly effect that's coming off of it though. What's the name of this thing again? Iris. It almost reminds me of like a secret item you'd find. Like an Easter egg item that you could equip. So bright. It stands out so much from the rest of the game. It's like the burger you can equip in Diablo 3. So we have another dungeon down this way, which might be the way forward. I don't know. Oh. Oh, this is the way forward. All right, we're not going to do that yet. With any luck, there might be a... Oh, there's another dungeon over here. Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff. It's just this item doesn't seem like it's one of those items, but it also kind of looks like it. So, I don't know. A little too vibrant for my tastes. But is a nice change of pace. I thought the dungeon was further back this way. Did I go the right? Alright, anyway, let's hope there's a boss in here. I like fighting bosses. I like embarrassing bosses, I guess I should say. That's usually what happens. At least nowadays. That used to not happen. There was no rebirth fountain at the entrance to this tomb, so I'm assuming it's not going to be very long. Oh, no, there's one further in. Take back what I said. Because it's not at the entrance, is a sign that it's probably going to be a very, very long dungeon. I'm tired of all these darn shrines, these dead ends, and like these long hallways away from all the fighting. But you have to fight through all the enemies to get to them, then you can't use them once you actually have them. Come here, you. Come here. Alright. You get to live today. Alright, so this seems like it's probably the way forward since I can open that door. Let's head back, try and find this rebirth fountain first. Since we are fighting the undead, I don't want to risk it. Then again, that's another thing I've noticed in this expansion. Like, all the interactable doors aren't necessarily the way forward like they were in the base game. A lot of them are just like little side passages. Ways you don't have to go. So it looks like this may have connected back around anyway, so that's interesting. Uh-oh. Ray's gonna stutter and I was gonna unpause, I was gonna be dead. I'm digging this extra damage. You can really tell. I have to get back and take care of those bandits that we cleared out of that one tomb. But they were probably one of the first enemies in a while that I've, like, well, I guess at one point in the China. Where, like, I could really feel my damage starting to, like, lag behind a bit. Nothing crazy, but it was definitely noticeable. Hey, Kairos? Yeah, long time no see, man. I'm actually in Act 6. Or... Act 6? Yeah, 6. Because Atlantis doesn't count. Oh, Act 4, Wrath of the Righteous. My bad. wrong game. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Act 4, Wrath of the Righteous. Yeah, it's taken a while. That series is gonna go on. I think I'm gonna hit 200 episodes. It feels like a 200 episode series, which is gonna take the, I guess the record for longest series on the channel, because Underrail stopped at 199, which should have been 200. Because there's actually some dialogue and stuff I could have explored after I beat the final boss. Didn't realize at the time. Next playthrough, I'll take care of it. Because they have changed a lot with the game. They've added a lot to the game as well. I played through it. And there's a whole like quest line that I missed as well that I'd like to go back and take care of. Well, that and reading everything out loud kind of makes it take longer. I'm gonna do the rest of the playthroughs will be streamed, so it won't take nearly as long. So when I stream, I don't read all the dialogue and stuff. That'll be a little bit more expedient. At least I don't read it out loud. I still read it. Yep, this is the new expansion for Titan Quest. Came out like what, 2 weeks ago? Came out in December. And it's a full-on expansion, unlike Atlantis, so it has like a new class. You can only play the new expansion in Legendary difficulty, though. But it comes with the actual, like, extra, like, it's not treated as a side quest, as Atlantis was. Grab my gold, there we go. And it's huge too, like all these dungeons are massive. It's taken me... I feel like I'm almost done with the act, but like, again, like the exploration side of it's really been expanded. They've added these new potions like this, I'm gonna say, potions that give you buffs as a new mechanic, which I think makes sense because I think the alchemist is the new class. Yeah, after I play through this, I might be playing, I haven't decided yet. Either Dark Crusade, play through all the campaigns for that, or I'm gonna go back and play Battletech again, since I never played the DLC for that. I'm feeling a strategy game of some kind. So I assume we'll be done with this by the end of the week. I've just kind of been blowing through. I have all of them. I haven't played any of them yet. I anticipated playing them, so I haven't. I just bought them when they were on sale because they were pretty expensive expansions. Shy's Whim. So elemental damage, bonus, 9% total damage, plus 10% strength, intelligence, dexterity. I lose out on the +3 to battle rage and the +2 to crushing blow. But it might still be better than the Mark of Ares. Though that 10% chance of 363% physical damage is pretty good. And the +2 to crushing blow is also pretty good. But it's plus 10% strength and dexterity. And then plus 9% total damage. Huh. Yeah, I chose Gorm because, not because of Gorm, I chose it because of the aspects that he represents, glory and war, which my character is supposed to be a glory seeker, so he's not so much like a bloodthirsty warmonger like a lot of Gorm worshippers are. He just likes, like, the next best option would have been Iomedae, but I wanted to save Iomedae for my Paladin playthrough, because I will do a Paladin playthrough for the Angel Mythic Path. I felt like Gorm also fits the Cavalier class, I think, better. It's like, you know, you're the first into battle, you're charging with the wind rushing in your hair, well, there's no lances in the game, so your lance isn't couched, but your long spear is couched as you know, blow into the enemy ranks. It's very thematic, but he doesn't take on the more negative aspects of Gorm. He's the more positive side. Still reckless, still seeks glory. Sometimes it risks to his friends and stuff, but at least that's what I was going for. But I kind of walk the line. Like, I make a character for my first playthrough, and like, this is what he's gonna do. But then I also want to get the good endings for all my companions in my first playthrough. So sometimes I don't roleplay fully. But I think the Azada path has given me some more leeway to forgive more stuff, because I feel like the Azada is the more redemptive mythic path. Like, there's a class that was going to keep Camellia in the party. I feel like it'd be Azada or one of the evil paths, but, you know, Azada is very, I think, forgiving. The other ring is interesting. I think that ring is better than the one I currently have equipped, but I like the +2 skills. Plus I have that Diablo 2 mindset where, like, plus the skills are... Oh, that almost killed me. Whew. +2 skills are just, you know, usually the priority. Like, you really want the +2 to skills, at least early game. Until you start getting some, like, the really unique, powerful items. Yeah, I think I know which path you're talking about. If I had to guess, I mean, again, I haven't played. I'm going to play through each mythic path on stream. So after the Azada Let's Play, I will stream all the other mythic paths. At least that's the plan. Again, might not happen. I've gotten a house, I have a kid on the way, so time is going to be very scarce here in a few months. Thanks. A little ahead of schedule. We're supposed to wait till after I was done with school, which technically I should be done with school, but there was a slight hiccup in my transcript. And, yeah. I figured I'm getting on in years. It's probably time to pass on what I know. Yeah. That's what I figured. Yeah, Zada is very Disney. I didn't see that comment. It's very, chaotic, whimsical. How do I get over there? Do I have to circle all the way back around? Is this really... Well, I guess it gets down to... Well, let's go back. I've been enjoying it. Zada's really fun. Got some really cool stuff for my build. Though there's another class that I'm interested in playing that I think would also make a really good Azada. I have a list of the mythic paths and the classes I plan on pairing with them in front of me that are subject to change. The story's okay. I like the free crusaders that I get, and my ability to go into the Midnight Fane and not have to wait on Gallifrey was awesome. And right up my character's alley. That was the perfect decision for my character's glory-seekingness. That's right, glory-seekingness. Yeah, I am kind of regretting the Gorm thing, because there's another character that I want to play that's going to be a Gorm worshipper, and I feel like it's a little redundant having played through twice with the same one. But, oh well. What's done is done. Because he was the only one that had two aspects, that represented two aspects of what my character was all about. So I felt like, yeah, it was the best choice. Plus that buff in the fight with the dragon is pretty cool. I look forward to seeing that again.
Your inventory is full. Your inventory is full.
But what with the right mythic? I think I forgot what I said. I don't know, I was thinking about the classes that I want to play. I'm getting really excited about it. So I played through Kingmaker 3 times. So this game I'm going to have to play through 10 times for every mythic path. That's pretty crazy. Not including the last Islanti challenge that I did as well. Tried to do. It's going to be a Blood Rager. I'm going to do a Blood Rager Gorm Worshipper. I did a Barbarian or a Kingmaker. And plus I like my spellcasting frontliners, my self-buffers. So I'll do the, I forgot what it's called. It's the armored Blood Rager. So I like my heavy armor. So. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like, a lot of the classes... I'm actually going to branch out a little bit and play some classes I wouldn't normally play, because they fit thematically with the build. I mean, I'm still going to make them into, like, what I typically play. This is going to be, like, a frontline melee character. But... And I'm really excited about it. I think my second playthrough is going to be the Trickster.
You have no more
I'm still a
room.
little split about that, which class I'm going to use for that. But I've got, based on how slow my current Let's Play is going, I've got plenty of time to decide, so. There is no rush.
You have no more room.
Adroit Swordlord was fun. I don't usually care for dexterity classes, but I had fun with that. Plus, it really fit Kingmaker's campaign. I mean, I don't know why it wasn't in the game from the get-go. But I'm glad they added it. That was a really solid build, too. Until I struggled against the spawn of Robogug, and then it only took me 2 tries with my Barbarian to take out the spawn.
You have no more room.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be limited. I'm going to try and touch on a lot of like the race-specific classes. I think that's just a neat concept. Like the Student of Stone, the Imitator. I'm a little split. I want to do the Stone Lord Paladin, but I also want to do the Warrior of the Holy Light. I think that's a really cool class. In fact, if Holy of the Warrior Light, if Warrior of the Holy Light had been in Kingmaker, that would have been the Paladin I probably would have used in my first playthrough.
You have no more room. You have no more room.
It is really
You
cool.
can't
It's got
carry anymore.
a lot of buffs for his allies. The only thing he loses on the base Paladin is the Aura of Righteousness. The one that gives all weapons within a certain radius of the good modifier. Good alignment. He shares all the other same auras, and I think he might lose out on one other thing. Like, aura-wise, the only thing he loses out on is that. So it's a really solid class. that game's got a lot to give, and it still has 3 DLC on the way. Which I'm super excited about. Need to hurry to beat the game before it comes out though, because I think the first DLC is supposed to be a continuation of the story. So I need to hurry up and wrap this up so I can continue the story.
Your inventory is full.
I am zooming right now. I don't know where I'm going. What is this? Oh, loops all the way around. Cool. I don't think I missed anything over there. Let's circle back around just to make sure. Oh, there's a whole other section here too.
Your inventory is full. Your inventory is full. Your inventory is full.
I'm moving way too fast. Does the battle standard give you improved movement speed? So we go out through here, there is another dungeon we can explore. Which might be the way, no, the way forward is to the north, or northwest. There's a whole other dungeon we can explore, which is probably going to be huge like these were. Oh, there wasn't a boss in this one. I wish I had guaranteed bosses. Crap, how do I get here? I think it's this way. This is like stairs up. The long journey home. Another game that I wanted to play, but I never got around to. Oh, nope, it's just not. Okay. We haven't been this way yet.
You can't hold anymore.
These dungeons just keep on giving. They don't ever end. Trying to find a good stopping point. The game's like, oh, you want to stop? Well, that's just too bad.
You can't hold anymore.
Welcome to eternity. 'Cause, 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 'c Feels like the way forward. We found this already. We actually have it in our inventory, right there. 108 to 209, or 208. Same thing, 74% life leech. Better. I don't want to leave it behind either. Let's see if I run out of inventory space before we finish the playthrough. Which one? There's a ladder earlier that I went through. I don't know if you're synced up with my stream or not. I don't know which ladder. Was it back in like, well, I went through a lot of stuff. There was one ladder I went through, or found earlier that I could interact with. It wasn't marked or anything, but it was an exit. Maybe it was a shortcut to the dungeon. Most likely that's what it was, if there was one. I'm not gonna fret about it. Exit. If this lets me back in, I'll go back and check. But it probably just takes me down to the lower level. This room up here? Or this one over here? No, you're not that one. I assume that's the one you mean. All right. Where's this other dungeon at? Well, that was it. Okay, so it did take me back out this side. So we did explore everything. We just go north now. So I'm actually going to go continue the stream until I find the next rebirth fountain, which I assume shouldn't be too much further beyond this gate. But we'll see. It could be hours until we find it. Ooh. Ooh, Alexander's Greave. So I think that's 3 pieces of Alexander's set that we have now. Might be worth looking into swapping. They're not super great. I lose the -4 to Tumult. But it gives me a bunch of resistances. And 30% movement speed with just the boots. I mean, I don't know what the actual set bonus does. Alright, so this is probably the way forward. Let's go back and clear out this area. Then we'll go back to the rebirth fountain. We don't have to backtrack in the next stream.
You can't hold anymore. You have no more room.
Alright, super uneventful. Wait, was that a royal? It was. Completely empty, not even trapped. Huh. I know I have the chest. I might go back and look at that before we call it an episode. Or call it a stream. I have a couple pieces now. I think I have the arms, the chest, and now the greaves. Or maybe I already had the greaves. We'll see. Of course it's spear and shield. Oh, maybe I have. Maybe that's what I have is the shield. Might be time to stop dual loading and go spear and shield then.
Welcome.
Let's see. We have. Yeah, we have his bracers. And we should have his chest piece here. Yeah, plus do all skills. That might be all that I have. I thought I had his shield or something. So much junk in here. I have another piece of the Nemean lion set. Yeah, maybe I don't have it. I don't see the spear or the shield in here. So I have all the pieces I can wear for my build, but I don't know if I want to.
Fear
I'll
not.
think about it. I'll mull it over off camera. It is, but the rest of it's not great. But we'll see. I might swap to it. Again, I'll think about it. I wish it was all armor. It would have made the decision a lot easier. Alright, I'm gonna call the stream here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay classy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one tomorrow. From 5 to 7. Give or take. Take care, Kairos.